Welcome students. Today you will be solving the multiple choice questions of Act 4, Scene 1 of Julius Caesar. So before we proceed with the multiple choice questions, we will first look at the overview of the scene. So the beginning of the scene, Antony, Octavius and Lepidus are seated at a table and are discussing the people who should be assassinated. Octavius tells Lepidus that his brother must die. Lepidus agrees to it under a condition that Publius, who is Mark Antony's sister's son, must also die. Antony agrees to this condition and sends Lepidus to Caesar's home to fetch his will so that they can cut off some payments that have been promised to the people. As soon as Lepidus leaves, Mark Antony calls him an insignificant and unmeritable man who is only meant to be sent on errands. Antony also adds that he considers Lepidus like a donkey who carries gold, to groan and sweat under the work, either being led or driven as they direct, and once they have got their treasure, then they will unload him and dismiss like an empty donkey grazing in the common place. To this, Octavius replies, "You can do what you want, but he's an experienced and honorable soldier." But Antony then compares Lepidus to his horse. He says both his horse and Lepidus' physical movements are controlled by his spirit and they need to be taught, trained and ordered around. He says Lepidus is a dull-minded guy and who lives on leftovers and not to talk to him as if he's a person. Then Antony says to Octavius, "Let's combine our forces and prepare our resources as Brutus and Cassius are raising armies against them." Octavius says, "Let's do it as we are in a dangerous situation." He says there are many people who seem friendly in front of them but have harmful intentions in their heart. And the scene ends. So this is the overview of the entire scene. Now let's go to the multiple choice questions. The reason why I give you an overview is that it will help you in solving the multiple choice questions and also a short recall of the entire scene. Okay, let's go to question 1. What is Antony, Octavius and Lepidus discussing in the beginning of the scene? A. The list of people to be killed. B. How to fight against Brutus and Cassius. C. The strategy of the war. Or D. What is written in the will of Caesar. Second, when Octavius tells Lepidus that his brother must die, how does he respond? A. He agrees to it immediately without condition. B. He agrees under a condition. C. He denies it. Or D. He argues with them. Third, who does Lepidus say must die? A. Brutus. B. Cassius. C. Publius. Or D. All the conspirators. Fourth, where does Antony send Lepidus? A. To fetch Caesar's will. B. To see the state of affairs on the street. C. To see what the citizens are doing. Or D. To ready the army for war. Fifth, this is a slight unmeritable man meant to be sent on errands. Who says the following words? A. Octavius. B. Caesar. C. Lepidus. Or D. Mark Antony. Sixth, I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honors on this man, to ease ourselves of divers slanderous loads. Who says the following line? A. Octavius. B. Caesar, C. Lepidus, or D. Mark Antony? 7. I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honours on this man, to ease ourselves of divers slanderous load. About whom is the line spoken about? So they have mentioned this man. So who is this man that they are speaking about? A. Octavius, B. Caesar, C. Lepidus, or D. Mark Antony? A. Which among these does Mark Antony not think about Lepidus? A. He shall bear the load as the ass bears gold. B. He is a barren spirited fellow. C. He is an unimportant and insignificant man who is just fit to be sent on errands. Or D. He should be killed as soon as their purpose is fulfilled. 9. What does Octavius say about Lepidus? A. He agrees with Antony. B. He says he here means Lepidus is an experienced and valiant soldier. C. He agrees that he is dull-minded. Or D. He tells Antony to be cautious. Ten. In which way is Lepidus similar to Antony's horse? A. They both run fast. B. Their physical movements are governed by Antony. C. They both must be taught and trained and ordered around. Or D. Both B and C. 11. Octavius says that we are surrounded by many enemies. Who are the enemies that Octavius is talking about? A. Brutus and Cassius. B. The crowd supporting Brutus. C. The army raised against them. Or D. People who seem friendly but have harmful intentions. 12. What does Antony suggest is the best way to deal with open perils? A. To make an alliance with Brutus and Cassius. B. To make an alliance with Lepidus. C. To make an alliance with each other, that is, Antony and Octavius making an alliance with each other. Or D. To not make any alliance and keep matters secret. 13. Once the will is fetched, what will they determine? A. How to cut off some payments promised to people. B. How much money Octavius and Antony will get. C. To see what Caesar has actually bequeathed in his will. Or D. How to push Lepidus out of the way. 14. What is Antony's attitude towards Lepidus in this scene? A. Respectful. B. Disrespectful. C. Indifferent. Or D. Admiring. That is the end of the multiple choice questions of Act 4, Scene 1. Here is the answer key. You can pause the video and check your answers. Don't forget to watch the line-by-line explanation of this scene. I will be adding the video towards the end. I want to end it with a quote by Michael Phelps, an Olympic swimmer. So he has said, there will be obstacles in your life. There will be doubters. There will be mistakes made. But with hard work, there are no limits. So work hard, and I will be praying for each one of you. God bless.